I know you're having a good day, and thank you for clicking on Take 10. Let me tell you, I live in a museum. Well, it may not be the Smithsonian, and it may not be the opulence of the Metropolitan, but it's my museum. Everything I have remind me of places I've been, things I've done, things I've seen, and most importantly, the low times in my life when the Lord brought me through into a wide open space. I mean, so many times that I was pushed up to a gate, couldn't get through. I could see the pastures in front of me. I could see the mountain plains that I wanted to go to, and I just couldn't get through the gate. And then with God, He opened that gate, and I went rushing out into my future. Perhaps you're pinned up into that gate today, and you've taken 10 with me, and I have the right guy here to talk to you. Bishop Doug Young from Our Father's House in Los Banos, California. Google him. Look him up. You'll be glad you did. There's so many, I don't know how many thousands come to his website every month just to listen to his words that he brings and teaches and preaches. But do you know, I know that he started in dire circumstances. And he's here with me today, and he's visiting from California. But every time he comes to Houston, he goes to where? To go buy what? To remember when.
Right. Always go back to the hometown.
Uh-huh. Where's that?
Starks, Louisiana.
Starks, Louisiana.
Can anything good come out of Starks?
You did.
You know, there's so many great memories, great lessons that you learn. You know, I think and imagine the way it was like when David was called to go face Goliath, and he was so confident. The reason why he was confident is because he had already had a few battles.
That's right.
And I can imagine maybe he went by the back of the barn, you know, and there was a bear hide tacked on the back of the barn, or a lion skin, a reminder of the battle he'd already fought. And so when he went to face Goliath, his statement was, the same God that delivered me out of the hand, the mouth of the bear and the mouth of the lion, will also deliver this giant into my hand.
There you go.
And so those are so valuable, those memories, those thoughts of past battles.
So in your mind, you have this mental museum you wander through, yeah. But there's a physical church building there that looks just exactly like it did when you were a kid.
Yeah, I would leave school and went to my senior last couple of years of school and walk to the church. I had a key, and nobody would be in that big building, and I would be fasting and praying and standing behind that pulpit and preaching to those empty pews. And it was, you know, someone said, where did you learn how to preach? I don't know. I grew up around great preaching, and then I spent a lot of time preaching to empty pews. But what great memories. And then, you know, there were so many different key people. Our pastor's wife was Emily O'Brien. She just was a person that would just leave a stamp on your heart. And I'll never forget one day walking down the hall in that same church where she stopped me and said, she just stopped me. I'm going down the hall, and she stops me and she said, son, whatever you do in your life, always be 24 karat true blue. And it just made a mark. I don't know what to say. It just made a mark. And through my life, that statement comes back. Always be authentic. Be who you are. Be 24 karat true blue. And just already so many great things like that. And you're right. When you drive by that building, those thoughts come flooding back.
You know, in your foyer of your church, there's some things from the burn, from the fire.
Right. The fire.
And tell us why you felt like that was so important, and what it does to you when you walk by and put your hands on it.
When we did the building, the fire happened in 2009. It took us a couple of years to get it back the way it was. We decided to change the outside into all stucco, California style stucco building, and it was a brick front building. It had the brick veneer, and those bricks were maybe from the original. I was told it was built in 1938.
Wow!
And so we kept some of those bricks, and I made a memory wall in our building because I want us to remember what God had done for us. Don't want to forget And it used to look like this. It's gorgeous now. It looks beautiful. But I think about the miracles, the provision of God, how in the moment it felt hopeless and how you felt defeated, didn't know what you're going to do. And then look at God.
Look at God.
Look at what he did.
So those bricks just...
Yeah.
I want to ask you a question. Do you still have a DAT machine?
I do. I kept it.
That's something you don't even know what we're talking about.
I have one.
This guy has the most fantastic music that, I mean, it's always changing like everybody else, but it seems that he keeps music in the church. But there was a time when you couldn't find a piano player, a guitar player, and you went to taped.
Yep, DAT.
They said it couldn't be done, but
we did it for years.
They sang choruses, and I've been to many a service where. So you kept the DAT machine.
I still have a DAT and a mini disc. I just kept them because I don't know. It's just I have trouble getting rid of stuff anyway.
What is that museum? It's that thing of memory that physically puts you in that place, so that you can launch from where you are and realize I came through that.
Right.
There was something to be said for the DAT.
Absolutely.
It's not late to church. It
never gives you an attitude.
Never gives you an attitude. It's always got the right song.
And I always tell the music team, hey, you got to stay on top of it. We pull out the DAT machine.
So
we have to.
So I'm encouraging all of you that are listening to this segment to see how it's impacted him, and go take those pictures. Here I am, starting on my Ancient of Days generation. I'm on my way out. Maybe 30 more years that I have to sit in this chair and encourage the younger group. I pray that I have 70 strong years of ministry in my life, and I could very well do that. But what is it if you don't have the tokens of life?
Right.
And I just gathered stuff. Go now. Don't throw away the things that were important to you in the beginning.
Right.
The pictures of the church at Starks and the memories, because when you are hurting, you walk down memory lane.
Trophies of faith.
There you are, trophies of faith. Well, you'll be preaching that the next time I come out. But the fact is that trophies of faith has been preached by everybody, but who do you know that really has? I love for you to take things and show me on your trips to Africa. You have things in your office. You have things in your house. You got swords. I mean, you got military stuff, military items. People are not. I mean, what did you tell me the other day? I just got a wooden World War II, World War I ammo box.
Right. That was so cool. Very cool.
Because that's who you are. You're a strategist. But if nothing sits in that, so could you just take a moment and encourage those that are watching on the Take 10 segment today to treasure the low places, the high places, the not so good places, the horrible places, and turn them into a museum of remembrances.
Every challenge, you look through the scriptures, God tells them to pick up a rock. You cross them through the Jordan River, pick up a rock and make a memorial. And so it's important that you have memorials in your life and that you mark those moments where God came through, because it does help you when you're facing the next challenge. You can walk through that and look at those things and go, I remember what God did it then. He's going to do it now. God will bring you through. He's always been faithful. But take those moments, pause, and don't hurry through things so fast that you miss. I had an old pastor tell me years ago, he says, don't miss the moment. Don't be in such a hurry to achieve all that you want to achieve that you miss the joy of the journey. Enjoy the journey and enjoy seeing what God does for you. And you'll treasure those memories and those moments for years and then pass them on to your children. That was really what the memorial was for. When your children ask you, why are these stones here? You're able to tell them those stones came out of the middle of the river when God opened the river up for us.
Oh my God.
So powerful to have those moments.
Just before we got to go, and you head on to your day, years ago, he and I traded silver dollars. And whenever I touched it this morning.
I have mine in my pocket.
And where is it? Let's see it. I left mine on the dresser in there. But the fact is that when I think of him, I know that he held that coin and it's nothing. It's just a silver dollar. And let me know somebody's praying for me. Now, all of you are going to be asking me for a silver dollar. So send me one, and I'll send you one back, and I'll pray for you, and I'll put it in. I have a pile of silver dollars just from people that I prayed for. But I'm not looking for your silver dollars because I'm going to give you one back in return. But the fact is that there's some things that are just tokens that we're not alone.
Right.
And that God did get us through.
Absolutely.
And our children can see that. It's really not for us anyway. It's for who's coming after us. Right. God bless you. You go have a great day today. Turn the corner. The gate latch is just about open. Just breathe the name of Jesus on the gate latch and go into your future and find out that all that you have done has brought you to where you are going to be today. God bless you.
Amen.
See you next time on Take 10.